what's up YouTube? In this video, I'll be showing you how to make the interior for my Mario themed house. Hopefully, you guys have already built this, because if you haven't, this video really kinda depends upon the fact that you've actually got this built already. But don't worry, if you haven't already built my Mario themed house, this thing in front of us, this glorious creation, check out the card system and check out the description below. Build it, it'll probably take you about half an hour. Once that's done, you can come back here and I can show you how I've decorated it. So, if you haven't built this and you want to do the interior, check out the card system, check out the description, links to that video will be in there, and then you can come right back here. But, without any further ado, let's get this thing cracking. So, the first thing that we have to do with this house is we actually have to hollow out all of the rooms inside here. And to do that, we're going to need to grab some torches to light things up. We'll also need some dark blue wool, some cyan wool, we'll also need some red wool, and I do believe that I used a mainly red carpet on the interior, so grab some of that as well. So, the first thing that we have to do, can you see where Mario's foot is? Can you see where it's roughly positioned on top of this pipe? Well, this is where you're actually going to be able to climb into Mario's body, which is basically the house. So, I've just kind of made a bit of a goof. I have just destroyed part of his foot, but that's going to be happening a lot. Wherever you destroy parts of the statue, just replace the blocks that you destroy. So, can you see here where we have like the inside of Mario's leg? Well, this is part of the house. So, we're just going to light this up a little bit, this little bit of a tunnel, and at the top of here, once you actually have broken into Mario's leg, right at the top, destroy these top 4 blocks going this way. This will give you access to Mario's hip area. And in the hip area, we're going to want to make a floor. So we want to make a floor in the hip area, but what we want to do is we want to leave one block open here. So once you've broken up here, you want to make the rest of the floor, except you want to leave this block open down here. And the reason for this is this will give you access to Mario's back leg. And this is going to be a room all by itself. So, you might also want to smooth off this area as well. Like, where you've got weird alcoves like I've just got rid of, you might want to get rid of that. And you might want to just clean things up a little bit. I'm going to grab some ladders just to signify where things are going to be. So there's going to be some ladders leading down here, which is going to be a bit of a secret room later on. But I'm also going to place some ladders going up, because all the way up at the top here, and I do need to light this up again, it's very, very dark up here. So, up here, in this top right-hand corner-ish part of Mario, so coming out of his left arm, that arm that is actually like coming out in front of the statue, I've just destroyed that, because this part of the arm here that extends out, this is going to be part of the secret room. So to craft this, we want to make a bit of a floor. We're going to have it here kind of like in line with the lower row of his buttons. And we just want to have something which should look a little bit like this. So we just want to have a floor here. Plus, I'm also going to make a floor in the same line. So all the way up here, where like the first row of yellow is for the buttons, I'm going to turn the rest of this into a floor. It's going to be a bit of a hallway. So here, where we have this hole, which takes us down to the secret room that is the extended arm of Mario, we want to have this. And did I just see... Oh, we might want to... Again, you might want to smooth off some of these areas. So, in some of the individual rooms, just make it so that they're more room-shaped. So you can see on the ceiling here where we have these 2 gaps, there's no reason for that, so just fill them in. And you can see here that we now have a hallway. Well, this hallway, we want to use this to break in to Mario's head. And as you can see, we just accidentally destroyed a block, didn't we? We're going to need white stained clay for that one, I think. So, white stained clay here. So, I am using these middle 2 blocks. Is it here? Is it here? Where is it? It's the space in between. Oh, it's these 2 here. So, these will take us into Mario's head, and we're just going to have some ladders here. This should be the 2 center blocks of his head in between his... Yeah, okay, so these are in between his eyes. This is where we want the ladders to be. And for this, we're just going to fill in the rest of the area. So this is also going to be another room. This is inside of Mario's head. We've kind of got like the back of his eyes, his mustache. So just to show you on this particular level where we've made a hallway. So we've smoothed this off, we've made a walkway to take us up to Mario's head, we have a walkway to take us down into Mario's arm, down there we have a path to the secret room, and where we have these ladders leading us up to this hallway, actually, we kind of want to knock through here. Where is it? It's a particular... Oh, there we go. Okay, so we want to knock out this area, and this will take us into Mario's arm. And this is the arm that is kind of like extended upwards, hitting a block with. And the idea here is to get into the big giant mystery block. So we want to kind of like cave into the arm. And this is located on the opposite side here, so where we have these stairs, or these ladders I should say, we want to be led up to here, and, oh, no, we can't destroy those, okay, fair enough. And we might also want to add some stairs, just so that it's a bit more apparent. I'm using Never Brick stairs, just because it kind of colour matches, so here, and we'll have some ladders, like, leading up to here, and in doing this, this should kind of, like, be all of the rooms, kind of, like, figured out, so, this is where all of the rooms are, and I'm just going to do another quick tour just to show you, starting from the outside. So starting from the outside, hang on, let me actually get outside then. Okay, so this is your Mario statue. Obviously we have a room in that arm, we have a room in the back of the leg, we have a room in the box. We also have a room for Mario's head. This little pipe is the room. This... Oh, we're going to have to make a walkway here. So, I'm going to just grab some black wool. And I'm going to need those ladders back. And I'm just going to have... Is it like this? Did I have it? No, I just had one row of black wool leading up here, and I need to get those ladders back. And this ladder is actually going to just take us all the way up into the house. So remember that that's kind of like, that's the first room that we walk into. That's kind of like a lobby. Then we get up to here, and this is a hip area. Then we have a ladder taking us up, all the way up to the chest. We have a ladder taking us down into Mario's leg. And we also have, when we get up to the chest area, we have Mario's head up there. And we're going to need that white stained clay back because I have some blocks exposed. That leads up to the head. We also have another room down here leading into the arm extended out in front of him. And we also have another room here leading us, or we have a little hallway here, a pathway all the way up into inside of the little box. So those are all of the rooms covered. Let's do this in order. So just to show you. So the base of the pipe is going to be the lobby and the first room that we work on. To work on this, we're going to need some lime green wool, we're going to need some red carpet, we'll also need some stone slabs, we'll also want to grab some water buckets, we'll also need some brown stained clay, we'll want some trapdoors, we'll also want to grab some, what materials have I used here? We'll want to use some dark oak wood planks, and we'll also want some birchwood stairs. Is there anything else here? No, I don't think there is. So, inside of here, the first thing that we have to do is we have to just kind of like carve out the floor. I'm also going to take torches with me, because torches are vastly important. We need this place lit up. So, we're going to knock out the floor, and we're going to replace this with green. It's not going to stay green, because we're going to be adding a red carpet to it. We're going to be doing red carpet on the floor. We're also going to be adding like a little bit of a sofa, like this is the lobby area. So in the center we've got a fountain, in the corners we have a plant, at the very back we have a bit of a sofa, and there's not too much else. I mean, there's not enough room to have too much else. This is just kind of like a little rest area for... It's just like a little rest area before you actually climb into the building. So I'm just going to add some torches in various places in here. You don't need that much light, actually, surprisingly enough. So the sofa I actually placed right here in the back corner. It's only got 2 birchwood stairs in the very center of the wall. Dark oak wood planks either side of it. In each one of the 4 corners, we have these, and I forgot a material already. So just place a brown stained clay in each one of the 4 corners of your room, and you want to place trapdoors around it, and then we're going to place some sort of leaf on top of it. For instance, I'm using jungle leaves just because they're my favorite. I'm not going to be able to place torches there, am I? I'm going to use jungle leaves because they're my favorite, but you can use anything you want, and we're going to have to replace some torches. So we'll place some here. Okay, okay, this even works out better because you know what, there's more light this way, so there we go, perfect. So we have jungle leaves on each one of the plants. In the very center of the room, we've just got like this 4x4 space in the center of the room, and we just want to fill this in with water, and going around this, we want to have a layer of stone slabs, like this, and that's just a bit of a fountain. If you want, that can be closer to the door. If not, you can have it further away from the door. It's up to you. We're also going to just put some doors on this. I actually used some dark oak wood doors in my original just because I think they look nice. So you walk up to the pipe, you see Mario. Oh, we have a bit of a fountain. We have a seat, we have plants going all around, it's a nice bit of a lobby area. You notice on the right hand side of you that we have some stairs. Where do these take us? Well, we take up these stairs and we find a hallway. The hallway, I'm just going to make a little bit more interesting. I'm going to be adding some red carpet. Do you have to do the same? Absolutely not. I think it looks a little bit better, and it also gives you a bit of contrast. Plus, it's also a Mario themed colour. I think it's a bit better than cyan because, I mean, everything blends in together anyway, why not add this? If you wanted to, you could also kind of like close up the gap here for the actual like leg. Maybe you want to like fill this in. Maybe you want to fill this in a little bit with black wool. Maybe like clean it up a little bit. Maybe you just want to have like the single hole taking you all the way up to the top here. Maybe that's what you want to do. Not necessary, but you can do it if you like. I actually think it's a little bit better this way, just because, I don't know, it looks a little bit cleaner. Black wool, making it look a little bit more ominous, obviously. Then you might want to add some torches. Can I? I can add torches, can't I? No, never mind, it doesn't matter anyway, it's not that dark, so you might want to do that, or you might want to make it red, or any other colour that you want, but I actually quite like that. I like the idea of it being a bit more closed off, so you can't fall off or anything like that. But anyway, you get into the hip area, and down here, we have a little bit of a secret room. So the way that I dealt with this is I took out some cyan wool, some paintings, and what else did I grab? I need some signs, and I don't need too much else. Oh, we're going to need an ender chest as well. And for this room, it's very, very small. The idea is to kind of like section it off a little bit. So you get down here, and we'll probably need some more torches again. It's always torches. So I just had to have a quick look at what I actually did, and the way that I got around this was I placed some ladders on the side of the room here. So instead of the ladders leading directly down from the other set of ladders that lead all the way up to the box, I placed a different set of ladders on the side, and this accomplishes two things. Not only can you place a little bit more artwork, but there's a very clear distinction that there's also another room down here. Just in case you missed it, maybe you're not looking at the floor, you have another set of ladders that kind of like tease you in on, hey, maybe there's something else going on down here. And down here, it's a bit sneaky, so let's just place a torch at the top here. So we want to knock out these two cyan wool blocks on the left. So this is the entrance to Mario's little secret room, like the entrance to the back leg of Mario. We want to knock out these two blocks in front of us, and we want to knock out like 2 blocks here leading into the leg. So close up this little hole. This is where the actual like entrance is going to be, and place some paintings on that hole. So we have two of the same painting, that doesn't really matter. Actually it does. Let's have a different one. No, not that one. That one, perfect. So behind these paintings, this is what you want to do with your sign, and it's behind these 2 blocks. You want to do this very quickly as not to destroy the painting. You want to knock out a block, place a sign on the side. Knock out the block, place a sign on the side. This will keep the paintings intact because it gives them something to grip onto, and it's a lot easier than doing it any other way. It's actually a lot easier than doing it the conventional way of making a secret room. And then we can just close up the gaps in Mario's leg, and now we have kind of just like an entrance into Mario's secret room. Inside of here, we'll have like an ender chest here, and we might even close up the leg even more, and we might use some like, no, let's not use gold. Let's use diamond, and we'll turn this into kind of like a bit of a diamond room. Because why not? Everybody loves a diamond room. This is kind of just a nice little bit of a secret, and maybe even you want to place some, I don't know, something to make the floor a little bit more interesting. Maybe you want to place some weighted pressure plates or something, and maybe you want to light it up a little bit better. Maybe you don't want the light there because, I don't know, maybe the smoke will clue somebody in on something. So we now have a little bit of a secret room, and in here we just want to add another torch at the bottom, and we want to add a sign in the center, and in the center of this sign it will say something like art room. And that's just kind of like throw people off the scent that there might actually be something around here. And then we can just place some paintings on the sides, preferably like single paintings. Single paintings just kind of like throw more color into the room. And oh god, we accidentally destroyed one. Oh, that's okay. That's perfect. Oh, that works out perfectly. And it's just better if there is a bit more color because it's a bit more disorientating. So like the idea is, you come directly down into this, you kind of like walking through this hallway, it's like, oh, I could go up, or hey, we can go down here. What's down here? And it's like art room, you have a bit of a look at the art, maybe you try some of the paintings, maybe like, here on the left, here on the right, you get stuck on the ladders, you don't know what's happening, but here behind this we have, oh my god, we have an ender chest, that's so cool. That's kind of like the idea behind this. And that's one of the secret rooms. And now we can just place some red carpet to cover that up. And now we can head all the way up into Mario's chest area. So Mario's chest area. Let's take care of the other secret room. So the other secret room, and we are going to be making this in a very, very similar way. It's hidden. It is hidden here. So we're just going to add some red carpet here and here. So we're kind of just going to like close up this little area of Mario, and we'll have two spacers taking us into the secret room, and we just want to make the same sort of secret door. So we want to have an entrance coming from the back here, and then we want to break back into the arm, and then we can cover this up, and we'll need some paintings again, and we'll need some signs. So why don't we have a painting here and here, or maybe like something like that. That's perfect. And what we can then have is we can then just destroy this block sign very quickly, this block sign very quickly. I think this works with the big painting, it does. So that's perfect. But that might clue somebody in on the fact that, hey, maybe there's actually a secret entrance there. So I don't know whether you want to try and conceal this with something or not. I don't know. I don't know how you might further conceal this, but that's kind of like the idea. It's just like another secret entrance. Maybe somebody will walk through it, maybe they won't. Maybe you want to place some paintings like here, for instance, maybe a bit smaller, maybe like that, just to throw people off the scent again. And coming down here into this secret room, oh, we have to close that up, don't we? Do we use red wool for this? Or yeah, it's the back of his arm, so we use red wool for this. And down here in this secret room, maybe we even want to put a warning like, I don't know, like, don't do it. And we destroyed that message. Alright, that's better. So we're now going to place some torches around the place, just to lighten it up a little bit. Maybe one here and one here, or maybe like one above the sign. There we go. So maybe like one above the door and one above the sign. And you might even want to close this off a little bit. Maybe you want to make it, I don't know, it feels a little bit cozier. I don't know what it is. I like it a bit better if it's like you walk straight into it. Is that making any sense to any of you? I like it better if it's a bit more, if it's a bit more like tunnely. It makes it feel a bit more special. I don't know, maybe that's just me, maybe I'm crazy. And then down in this secret room, maybe we want to have like a chest room or something. So maybe like a chest here at the end, and a here and here, and oh, we have 2 blocks in the center, but that's okay. And then maybe we want to perhaps maybe we want to make the floor like gold pressure plates, just to kind of like light things up a little bit. Maybe we just want to make the place look a bit more interesting. Maybe destroy that stair, or that ladder rather, and maybe we just want to place like torches above each one of the chests. So here, and here, whoops, here, and oh, Hang on, I'm destroying torches behind me. That's why I'm getting confused. It's like, I destroyed something. So maybe we want some chests here. Maybe we want to turn this into a chest room. And maybe you even want to like take out some item frames and maybe not opposite the chests. Maybe like in between the chests, you might want to place some like item frames on the wall. And maybe inside of these, maybe there's some. I don't know, maybe there's some, like, diamonds or something. If I could find diamonds, I don't know. Where are they? Where are the diamonds? That is a good question. Where do I find diamonds? Aha! Diamonds. So, maybe we just have some, like, diamonds on the wall, something like that, or gold blocks, or whatever. Just to make it a bit of a secret room. Maybe even have, like, maybe you have something in the center here. I don't know what that might be. What could that be? There's definitely something interesting you could do with this. I'm not going to figure it out right now, but I'll leave that to you. So we have yet another secret room. This is the second secret room. That's the last secret room. Moving on to a bit more spacious areas. So once you've got those rooms taken care of, move up to Mario's head. Inside of Mario's head is where I designed to be kind of like the bedroom area. And inside of the bedroom, we have, it's kind of like a theme bed again. I like doing these. So for the theme bed, we need some white stained clay. Do we need some, let me have a look, guys. We need some nether brick. We also need some white wool. We'll need some dark blue. We'll also need some red. We'll also need some dark oak wood planks, and also grab some dark oak wood stairs. And to make kind of like the little theme bed that we have in here. Okay, so this is what we want to do. Take this row of white stained clay just below the eyes and extend it coming towards you by 2 rows. That'll be 1 row. This will be 2 rows. Take the 2 center blocks, extend them coming towards you each by 1. Just above those rows, extend out the eyes and just the eyes by 1 row, so the white and the dark blue. Take this layer of red above the eyes, extend them coming towards you by 2 rows. That'll be 1 row, and this will be 2. Take the 2 rows just above the row that you just extended out, and you just want to extend this row out, so all of the nether brick, all of the white, all of the red, extend this out by 1 layer, like that. Then, take out your dark oak wood stairs, and going all the way around the white stained clay area that you have right here, you want to have a layer of dark oak wood stairs. So it wants to look a little something like this. You also want to have stairs on the left and right here, which kind of like lead down, and it just allows you to walk up to where the bed's going to be. I'm going to take out some beacons, because I have an obsession with beacons, as you may know. And you know what? No, I'm going to use torches instead, because I want to place beacons here and here. Do I want to place beacons here and here? Yeah, I kind of do. And we're going to place a bed, let's get rid of those beacons, and we're going to place a bed on the end of Mario's nose, and this is just going to function as a theme bed. So this is where Mario's bed is. We have the beacons here, and you know what, maybe we'll even make the nose ever so slightly longer. So why don't we place some white stained clay here, and why don't we place some dark oak wood, oh, those are planks, dark oak wood stairs there. So we've made Mario's nose a little bit longer, and we can then place some beds on the end of the nose, and that way we haven't kind of like intruded at all, that we don't have like a weird colour for the beds. And maybe no, we don't want to use beacons just behind the bed, do we? Do we want to use beacons there as well? I love beacons. I don't know what my problem is. So let's destroy those torches and use beacons here as well. I don't know. I just love them, and maybe we want to light up the area a little bit better with the torches. And this is kind of what we have down here now. So these beacons probably get in the way, don't they? Yeah. So we'll destroy those. We can actually walk underneath here. So if you wanted to leave some valuables just underneath Mario's bed, you could. If you wanted to have some like chests, you definitely could. So you could have like a chest, well, that wouldn't make any sense, would it, to have one there? But you could have like a double chest here. You could have a double chest here. You could definitely add some different colors of stairs and stuff if you just wanted to. Can you still? Yeah, you can still get into that. So if you just want to kind of like make the room a little bit nicer. If you wanted to, you could even have like a... Oh, we can't destroy that, unfortunately. Can we? No, that leads on to the outside. I was going to say maybe we could put something there, maybe like a water feature or something. I'm obsessed with water features, if you haven't gathered. Or can we? Okay, let's look into this. So this is ad-libbed. This isn't part of the original tutorial, but what if we just add polished andesite here, and what if we just have some, I don't know, maybe a lava? Maybe we have like a lava fountain. Maybe that's what we have. I don't know, I kind of like that. Do you like that? Am I crazy? I kind of like the light. And we can still access these chests, and if we want to, we can also lay some carpet. I might lay yellow. Because I like yellow, and obviously sticking with the theme of lava, maybe we'll add some there, and we can even make these chests a bit bigger, can't we? Can we? Oh, there we go. Okay, so we still have our storage space, we still have our chests, and we can now have a little bit of a carpet. If you wanted to, instead of a lava fountain, which you may or may not like, that's completely up to you, you could have instead perhaps like some plants or something like that. Maybe you still want some plants. Maybe you still want some flower pots, and you want some tulips, and maybe you want to have like a flower pot here and here, and maybe you just want to appreciate the lava fountain. But this is Mario's room. This is kind of like a little theme bed. We've got some... I don't know how I always manage it. We've got some beacons. We've kind of like got his hat. You're basically like sleeping on the end of Mario's nose, and I think it's kind of like a cool theme bed with a bit of a lava thing down here. Don't know why. So the last room that we actually have left to decorate, once you've got the headroom, the headspace, if you will, taken care of, we want to decorate this box up here. So to do this, we're just going to want to smooth off the floor, and we're going to smooth off the floor with yellow. So we just want to make this area completely flat. We might also have to add some more ladders if need be, but we'll add those if we need them here. And we're just going to add, yeah, we will add a bit more ladders. So the room that we have all the way up at the top inside this box is a utility room of sorts. So I figured, what are we lacking in this room? We have a bed, we have a couple of secret rooms. We need kind of like a utility room because we don't really have one. So up here we have some furnaces. We need some polished andesite for these, and we just need some actual furnaces, which are here. So in this front left-hand corner, it doesn't really matter where we place these. We have kind of like a free collection of andesite. We have a furnace here and here facing kind of like towards you in a diagonal pattern, and on top of those I also placed a torch. So we have a bit of a furnace area, a bit of a cooking area. In this opposite corner we have some dark oak wood planks, we have some birchwood planks, we have a brewing stand, we have where are they? We have some item frames, and we have some like potions and stuff. I'm just going to use Bottle of Enchanting because it's bright. So in the corner we have a dark oak wood plank, we have birchwood planks either side. We place a brewing stand here, we place on the wall around it, we place item frames. Inside those item frames, Bottle of Enchanting. We're also going to grab, I figured that it makes sense to have these, flower pot, and we can get rid of those. And I'm going to put some mushrooms in them. So mushroom. So flower pot here, mushroom this one, mushroom that one, kind of an alchemy station. On this wall, I'm going to place some, in the same position as I placed the item frames on the opposite wall, so in this corner, I'm going to place some item frames, get rid of all of those. And I'm now going to grab an armor stand, and I'm going to grab some diamond armor. Armor stand goes here in the corner, maybe even like facing towards you. There we go. And we now outfit it with diamond armor. Perfect. Kind of like a diagonal to it, we want to place... I don't know why I did this. I guess it kind of makes sense. I placed like a beacon here in this corner, and I placed the chest like here and here, kind of like facing the corner. In the item frames, I just placed some like miscellaneous tools, like I placed loaded tools, and obviously in the boxes it would make sense if you had a load of like weapons and stuff. That's this corner. Now, the final corner, and my favourite corner because I always like this, we're going to need some bookshelves to decorate it. We'll also need some enchantment tables. We'll also need some nether brick stairs. And that should be that. So in this the corner closest towards where you'd actually walk up here, we're going to have some stairs, some nether brick stairs. Right in the very corner, we want an enchantment table. Just above the table, we want a collection of, I believe that it's 5 library books, 5 bookshelves like this. And now we have kind of like a nice little functioning utility room. And just to make this a bit more colourful, we're going to grab some orange wool, we'll grab some red carpet, we'll also grab some magenta carpet, some purple carpet, and I don't know, your favourite, like green. And in the corner that we have the furnaces, we're going to have orange. So in this little section, we're going to have orange, like a square of orange. Where we have the alchemy table, we're going to have purple. So we'll have a nice little collection of purple. In the armour, we're going to have like magenta, so on the armor side, magenta. For the library part, we want some red carpet. And for the center strip here, just around everything, we're going to have some green. And it just makes the room look a bit more colorful, it makes it look a bit more interesting. If you wanted to, you could also light the room up a little bit better. Perhaps you want to light it up with glowstone for the top. Maybe you want to give it like a fancy ceiling. Maybe you even want to turn like the top of the maybe you want to turn like the top of this. We wouldn't do it to all of the blocks, we would do it to just the these ones. Let's see here. So we'd put these here. Hang on. So we'd leave like this square out on top here. So we'd leave like this out on top, and we'd have some like black stained glass just to kind of add like a bit more of a vibe to the room. Like, oh my god, like this. And we might even want to add some sort of bright material up here. We might want to add, let's say, gold blocks. So perhaps some gold going around the glowstone, kind of like around this skylight. That's a skylight. And I think that looks a little bit more interesting. I'd probably use black, to be honest, but keeping with the theme, we have some gold, we have a bit of a skylight, we can now see up to the coin. And this is kind of just a nice little utility room. It's nice and bright now. So those are all of the rooms, and what I'm now going to do is I'm going to just kind of like start from the outside, and I'm just going to show you how this all fits together, how this kind of like works as a house now. So let's get rid of all of these things, let's close these doors, and let's make pretend that we have just happened upon this Mario house. So destroy that, destroy that. Let's have a look at that. So you're walking through the world, and you see Mario. You see him jumping out of a pipe, you see him hitting that block, you see the coin coming out, you're like, what the hell is this? So you walk up to it, there's a bit of a closer look, you see some doors. It's a bit confusing, you didn't expect it to have doors. You open them, you close them, because it's not a barn, you close the doors. In here, you see a little bit of a lobby, which you then decide that you want to shape the fountain a little bit better. So, oh, there we go, that fountain's nicer now. You see in here, oh, we have some plants. Then we have a fountain, we have a sea. What's this? We have some stairs, that's so nice. Why don't we climb these stairs? You see that it leads all the way up to kind of like a high distance here. Oh, what's this? This is kind of a hallway. We have some ladders leading up, but I see that there's some differently positioned ladders down here. We walk down the ladders and it's like, art room? What is this? What's all of this art? Oh wow! Oh wow, you accidentally back into this room and you see diamond and an ender chest. Inside of the ender chest is a load of notch apples. That's so crazy. I can't believe I even found this. I just walked into the art room. You unknowingly walk down into the art room, you see the art on the wall, and you accidentally stumble into the ender chest room. That's kinda cool. I'm glad that I found that. Then you decide, that's a bit boring. Why don't we investigate the rest of the house? We walk up the ladders here, and we find, hey, there's a few different ways to go here. Plus, you also realize that you probably want the place lit up a little bit better. Perfect. So we're now in the hallway, which is significantly lighter. We have 2 ways to go. We have that way, which looks very impressive, but we have this here. So why don't we choose the ladders directly in front of us? We get up here and we immediately notice the water feature, or should I say lava feature, more like hot water feature. We notice some chests. There's nothing in the chests, but there's plenty that you could put in them. They're double-sized chests. And we also want to take a look at what this actually is. So we walk up these stairs and we notice Mario's eyes. We notice his head, and we notice a nose sort of shape with 2 beds on it. Somebody's actually turned Mario's head into a bed. It rhymes. I feel like Dr. Seuss. That's kinda cool. We've kind of had enough of this room now, we're not tired. So we come down here and we decide to have a bit of a look on the left hand side here. Wow, there's some spiders, that's a pretty cool painting. We have a thinking man. I wonder if you walk through the painting and you find a secret room again. It says don't do it. You being the curious lad slash lass that you are, you walk down into this room and what do you find? You find a secret hidden gold room. Chests everywhere, diamonds on the wall. Isn't this fantastic? I love it. Perfect. We can keep all of our valuables down here. This is amazing. So, we're now bored with the secret room, or the second secret room. We walk up the ladders, we did do it, and we walk out of the painting. We walk all the way over to the opposite side of the hallway, and we have 2 ladders. We walk up the ladders, or climb up the ladders, and we see out of the skylight. And we can see directly up to the coin that's jumping out of the top of the box. We didn't see that previously because Mario's kind of big. We didn't notice that little thing, and I honestly like it quite a bit. That skylight's really cool. In this room, it's so bright, it's wonderful, there's everything that we could possibly need. There's a furnace to cook food, there's an alchemy station so we can kill those pesky blazers. We have an armor station so that we can equip ourselves to kill those pesky blazers. We have a library which teaches us how to kill those pesky blazers. This is wonderful. Perfect. A nice, lovely, colourful utility room. And that is the Mario house. Is it the biggest house that you can build? No. Does it function well as a survival house? I actually think it kinda does. We accidentally went down into the art room. Is it worth building? Absolutely. If you don't want to turn it into a house, I think that the statue alone is fantastic. I don't think you need the actual house portion of this to appreciate the fact that it's a pretty cool Mario statue. Mario jumping out of a pipe, hitting a box, getting his coin. I think that it looks fantastic. And hopefully you guys do as well. If you do like this video, if you have actually turned this into a house, please give this video a like, a favourite, a share, anything you'd feel like doing to help me out. I would always really appreciate. Subscribe if you haven't already. We do loads of things around here. It's not just wacky things like this, although we do plenty of that. In the background you might be able to see a Superman statue facing off against Batman. Wonder Woman's in the background there. If you could see even further, there's a WWE wrestling ring. There's more houses. There's a Shulker statue. There's loads of stuff going on the channel. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Check out the card system. In there, I'm only going to be leaving one thing. I'm going to be leaving the tutorial for Mario. This Mario house. Check that out in the card system. Check it out in the description. Comment down below if you haven't already. Do you like it? Would you like to see anything else like this? Do you have some more ideas for some theme houses? Do you have any ideas for anything? Always very interested to hear your guys' opinions. Thank you very much for watching. Like, favourite, share if you haven't already. Subscribe if you haven't already. It's free. What are you doing? Why are you wasting your time being unsubscribed? Be part of the party. Check out the card system for the Mario house if you haven't already. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for sticking in there. Like, favourite, share if you wouldn't mind. And I'll see you guys in the next video.